Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a great day and welcome to our video for today. I am so excited that we're getting a chance to talk about our project this week. So what I wanted to do is to take some time and go through step by step what are some of the main requirements for this group project. I hope by the end of this video, you will have a very good understanding on what are the core requirements for this exciting project that you're going to work on together. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work. It's essentially important that you take your time, that you develop the necessary framework and understanding of e-commerce, and then we will translate it into a full business. Well, again, I want to commend you for your active participation in our last class discussion. Many of you were answered the question in the chat, and we had a very productive call. Today, we're going to discuss in detail, what is your group project? What is a business plan? I will provide you so much information that will be able to assist you in getting a better understanding of your project. The group project. Your selected groups, you are to start your own e-commerce website, selling any product or service. Remember, we're not building a website. We're just developing a fake idea of a website in a business. You do not require any coding, buying of any domain, or actually setting up. Now, if your group decides to create a simulated mock website, that would be great, but it's not required. Again, I'm not asking you to create an entire website like www.amazon.com. No, I'm asking you to create a fake one on paper and then present it. Now, if you would like the freedom and the ability to create one for this project, feel free. But again, it's not required. So here are the requirements. Create PowerPoint slides covering all parts of the business plan. It's going to be worth 50 points. Select a business name and create a fake domain. For example, rainshops.com. www.rainshops.com. That's my domain. Business name is Rain Shops. You're able to get that part done. Create a product or a category or a catalog. So what does rainshops.com sell? So let's use this as an example. This is just an example for this exercise right now. So for the first part, we're saying that we want to be able to create a business, and I want to make sure that I have a really good text here. So in our PowerPoint slide, business name is Rain Shops. Domain, www.rainshops.com. That is it. And then the products / services we offer is everything rain gears. So coats, hats, shoes, waterproof items like bags, etc. So it's a creative shop that provides everything rain. That's very, very creative. Or even rain water, if people like to drink rain water just for fun. And then you will have to record a 2-minute commercial advertising your business. Let me give you an example. Rain, rain, go away. So we can record a commercial that starts with a jingle that says, rain, rain, go away, come back another day. We have everything at Rain Shop. Where you get puddle. When you're getting wet, coats. When you're traveling, umbrella. Come to Rain Shop. Yay! This is just an example of a commercial that you can record. Again, this commercial does not have to be studio quality. You can use your phone or any other devices that you guys have as a group to record this commercial. And then later on, I will go into greater detail about the 5 Ps. So create a marketing plan. So marketing plan. What are we going to do for the promotion, the place, the price, okay? And we have to be able to identify for just, let's say, one particular product. So a plan for one product or the entire catalog, if that helps you in any way. And that's how we can create a marketing plan. And then how are we going to promote it? What's the price, the place, the product itself that we're going to discuss? These are extremely important. So these are some of the elements that helps us determine what a marketing plan is. And there are 5 Ps that goes to the marketing plan. The rubric, it will be scored at a total of 100 points. Content, this is an example of content. The items that you put in your PowerPoint slides are called content. Being able to provide all these elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are what we call content. Creativity, how exciting and innovative do you make your presentation? And then the PowerPoint slides, the layout is part of your presentation. Since we're not going to present it real live in class, I won't be able to score you on how you present, but I'll be able to score you on how well you put together the PowerPoint slides. Transitions, color, layouts, images are extremely important for your PowerPoint points. I hope this overview has really helped you gain a better understanding of the group project. But what I would do in the subsequent slide is to go deeper and a better understanding of the 5 Ps and then the parts of a business plan. For example, here, what makes up a business plan? I will go into step by step and provide you detailed array of ideas, parts, and elements that makes it a business plan. So let's recap. This group project will be due on March 31st. You'll be scored in 3 areas. Content has a lot to do with your ability to take care of this, 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 and this. I know you can do it. It may sound like it's a lot, but I know you can do it. Creativity. I gave you a nice jingle song, okay? So creativity is being very innovative, thinking outside box, something completely different about your business that you are marketing as an e-commerce platform. And then the presentation. How lovely does your slides look? How clean is your slide? Is there any misspelled? Do you have transitions between one slide to another slide? Is it well organized? These are the elements that make up your PowerPoint group assignments. I hope this helps you tremendously. We discussed earlier the 5 Ps. The last P was people. So in your assignments, one of the sessions is to go into detail about the particular product that you want to market. Now, it could be products instead of just product, making more than one product. But for simplicity, you can highlight one product and talk about the functionality of the product. What does it do? Appearance. What does it look like and feel like or smell like? Warranty. The quality of the particular product. Well, let me take that back, but how durable or how reliable is the product? Quality, the type of materials or how the product was made, the reliability of the service or the product, it could be part of the quality. Now, if the product you're offering is tangible or a service, how is it packaged? Now, package is a lot easier when you have a product rather than a service. Is it in a nice box? Is it in a plastic? Well, how is it packaged? That's what we call the first P of the 5 Ps of marketing. The next one will be price. Are you affordable? Are you a high-end luxury brand? So what is the selling price of this particular item? And how does it compare to your competitor? Is there any discounts if they buy in bulk or wholesale? Is there any payment arrangement depending on the type of business, e-commerce that you are, if you are B2B, if you are B to, sorry for my 2, G. So it really depends on the type of e-commerce that you are, will also determine your pricing or payment arrangement. Then we have price matching services. Typically, do you match up to 5% or 10%? Okay, do you match it that way? Are there any credit terms? For example, we'll give you 2 weeks. I think you get it right. 2 weeks to pay us back. That's an example of credit terms. And then we have promotion, which could be another word for advertising. Is there any sponsorship that you want to support and then allow your business to be recognized? Are you taking ads online, newspaper, TV? What does those ad looks like? Public relation. What information do you want people to know about your company? Are you doing corporate social responsibility activities, okay, for the community? What message regarding your brand do you want people to understand? And in the medium or the media that you allow people to consume your promotion, social media, TV, newspaper, radio, blogs, you name it. What are some of those social media platforms or elements that you use for promotion? Then place, remember, we don't have a physical location. So many of these part of place will be digital. So your location is online. You can definitely talk about your market spread or market coverage will be everywhere geographically where you want to be. You want to be only in China? Do you want to be in America? Do you want to be in Europe? Okay, you can see that I'm really struggling with my text. So let me help you. So if we're talking about place, right? We are online based. You can pick a particular market, either China or all parts of Asia. You could be in the Americas, you could be in Europe, or on the continent of Africa. It is up to you. Surface channels. How do people get to hear about your product? Is it through a wholesaler, a distributor, a manufacturer? Logistics is the shipping, right? So logistics is shipping, handling, etc. And then we're going to have people. My favorite part is how do you recruit, manage your people, not your customer, but your people, the people that work for you on your team. Services provided, what positions are going to be available? What attitude friendly do you want them to have? Customer service, do they use the customer's name? Do they respond within 24 hours? Appearance, how do they sound? Since they're not going to be physical. And then employee portrayal, right? How well do you listen to them and provide them with the services that they need? These are the elements that make up what we will call the 5 Ps. It's essentially important that in your presentation, in your slide, you cover all these elements, all these bullet points that do not have to be covered, but majority, at least when I say majority, 3 in each minimum can be covered. The rest can be skipped. So these points, just pick about 3 here, pick 3 here. But more you do, the more points you can also receive. And these are the elements of the 5 Ps to marketing that you are required to do in your assignment. I hope this was helpful to you because now I want to go into greater detail about your business plan. What are the parts of your business plan that we can focus on? So in helping you to create content, I thought it would have been very beneficial to show you again the different parts of your business plan that I would like to see in your presentation. So for here, we will begin to look at the parts of the business plan that can assist us. So one is business overview. So you can have a slide for business overview. And then we touch the vision. We can look at what is the vision of a business. Where do they see themselves in the next few years? So future looking. What's the vision for the company? Do they want to be the best in the industry? How do they want to accomplish offering of their product and services? What's the vision for the company? And then you go to the mission of the company. Okay, why do they exist? Okay, so you go into the why for the company. So you provide a mission statement. You can go online and research mission statements that companies have. It's very, very important. So remember this part, the purpose of this assignment too, is to also get you to research many of these items that you may not know. And then what are you offering? That's good. And then in this section, I want you to describe the team. What roles would each member of the team have? So you give them positions. So members, if you want to call them employees, that's fine. And then C-suite positions. So when we talk about C-suite, we're talking about chiefs, the CEO, the chief executive officer, CTO, chief technology officer, CMO, chief marketing officer, COO, chief operating officer. Over there. Chief diversity officer. Okay, and you can create more, and then you have the CFO, which is your chief financial officer, handles the accounts and the finances. CDO, chief diversity officer, make sure that there's diversity of equity of opinions in the company. Different people are being hired. CMO, chief marketing officer, which will most likely take care of your 5 Ps. CTO, your chief technology officer, that will handle everything technology, ensuring that all the elements and the types and the features of e-commerce, from product, checkout, payment gateway, transitions on the website, UX, UI, all the elements that we discussed, they will handle it. And then the CEO will be responsible for managing the day-to-day vision and the mission of the company and bringing people together. Secondly, it's important to also discuss your market analysis. Market analysis is, where do you find your customers, right? So the demographic, the word demographic, right? Age, gender, race, education, income, even location, etc. all help make up your target market. How big do you want your market to be? That's the market size. Alternatives, different approaches to marketing to your people. And then competitive advantage. What are you doing very, very well? The people should come to you. Maybe you have the best quality, you are very affordable. And these are all different parts of what makes a market analysis. And then we also have what we call the marketing and sales plan. Okay? So we want to be a little creative here and ask ourselves, okay, how many customers will learn about us? And you can say 50,000 customers in phase 1. You can say 1 million customers in phase 2. You can break up phases, which maybe is quarter every 3 months and so forth. How well encourage them to tell others about us? So it's pretty much how will we encourage? It's a form of advertising that you can provide to your people. Okay, so what incentives will you give to people to talk about your business? Okay, maybe referral, right? You see that for a lot of companies. Buy one, get one free for a friend. There's so many creative ways. How will you get our product and service to our customers? So again, going back to the marketing plan, will be very, very effective. So now if we are to move down, and let me clear this. If we're to move down, and you notice that there are other few more elements of our business plan. And then here is the key objective and success matrix. So when we say objective and success matrix, we're discussing the following. Our objective is grow by 15% in 3 months. How the success metric, what will you use to measure that metric? Okay, it could be sales, customers, right? Or products. And then the goal date could be, let's say, July 2024. You see? So it should have, let's provide 3 objectives. And then success matrix, like what do we want to achieve, and then the date. And then here, you will do the same. You will also create a financial plan. So cost of inventory, if you're selling products, okay? Cost of marketing, cost of operation, okay? And then source of revenue could be sales or borrowed money, so forth. And how will stay positive or what's it called, profitable. So how pretty much ensure how would you stay profitable? So it's important to describe how you stay profitable by, let's say, lowering costs, increase sales, and sell more related products. Just an example, so that you can become very profitable in what you are offering. These are some examples of what you can use to stay profitable. I hope this is helpful. So this is how we will go through the PowerPoint slides that you will present. You will have so many segments. So let's say you have one, two, three, four, five, and then we know the last one already, right? So you have the fifth one, the sixth one will be your financial plan. So these could be all part of your slides, and maybe this section could be 2 slides or 3 slides. This session could be 1 slide. This session could be maybe 4 slides. This session could be maybe 5 slides. And this could be 2 slides. Now, the most important thing is to cover these buckets or these parts: business ownership, team member name, the team, market analysis. Yeah, how many slides it takes you to complete each section is completely up to you. But remember, show me, don't tell me. Provide as much detail as you can possible. All right, so even let's say to become the world's most admired company. Okay, you can type right in there and then translate that into your PowerPoint slide. Okay, if you want to provide visuals for that, feel free. But what's important is for you to be able to cover all these elements very, very clear in your presentation. And I hope this has been very, very helpful to you in that area. Now, I would like to shift the discussion to another part of the business plan. This is a very important concept to learn in e-commerce, because e-commerce, if you remember, it is business. And if we're looking at it, this is just a supporting document to help you understand how to organize a business plan. What we are doing is more of a PowerPoint slides of just presenting, doing a business presentation. But if you would like the opportunity to learn in more detail what comprised of a business plan for any e-commerce business, or if you aspire to be an entrepreneur and you want to create a business plan to support your e-commerce, this is an example of what you can use. Business plans have a certain outline that they follow. One, a cover page, table of content, executive summary, and then they provide a business description, overview of the industry, mission statement, business description, type of business, legal structure, sole proprietorship, LLC, corporation, S Corp, the name of the business, the location of the business, product description, position in the market, and then pricing strategy. So position could be a newcomer, a startup, a veteran business that's providing a different type of product line, or diversifying into a new division. Then you enter into market and industry analysis, which is extremely important. And here, what it can provide you is a more enhanced version of the market and the industry analysis. So customer profile, market segment, customer needs, market size, and trends are extremely important here. So let's break this down again. So when we look at competition, for example, we can look at labor, which is people, estimated sales. What is the revenue that's going to come in? How many of the units do you plan on selling? Now, these are research and educated examples. Sales and marketing, strategy, method of sales, advertising and promotion. If you remember, we've discussed many of this in our first overview of what makes up a business plan. Management is where we talk about the team. Management team description, you can make up the team description for your management team. How many years they've been in business? What are some of the positions that's available? Ownership, you can give an example that each person owns a certain percentage of the business. Or there could be one particular person that owns, let's say, 51% of the business, and then the rest owns 49%. Now the ownership is completely up to you. Then we also have a section called the financials. This is where you identify what are some of the risks in this business that you are doing online, expenses and the capital requirements. So capital requirement could be machinery, the heavy items that is needed to be purchased to make this project work. Now, when you're dealing with e-commerce, you don't really require a lot of capital investments or expenses. But if you're required to build an entire server units, that could be very expensive. So that could be labeled as capital requirements. Financial statements. We have a few statements. Income statement, balance sheets, okay? And then cash flow statement, which gives you a picture of what the entire business is doing financially. The income statement breaks it down to net income, gross profit or net profit, the difference between your revenue and your expenses. Balance sheet looks at both sides of your business, liability and asset. So your assets is equal to your liabilities plus ownership, your ownership equity. So where you can see a list of all the assets of the business, or its liabilities and its ownership equity contribution. And many of times when businesses make money, there are two things that they do with it. One, they pay dividends to their shareholders, people that own the business. Or they do retain earnings. They reinvest it back into the business. Let us take some time to go over this in detail again. Now, for your project, this is just an in-depth analysis of a business plan. If you're looking for more areas to create content or to help you organize more information, you can take some from this presentation. The purpose is to give you a better understanding of what are the parts and the elements of a business plan. For your small business to succeed, you need to know where you're going and how you're going to get there. Creating a business plan forces you to set goals, determine the resources you will need to carry out your plan, and foresee problems that might otherwise blindside you. How complicated can the cover page of a business plan be? Well, it might be to your surprise that how many business owners have leave critical information of cover page. Lenders report that are frequently have to call director assistant to locate entrepreneurs who forgot to include phone number and other contact information of their business plan. The purpose of a cover page is to tell the reader that he or she is about to read and how to reach the writer. Your cover page is also get your business plan noticed. Lenders see dozens, if not more, business plans a week, and something as simple as putting your cover page quality stock paper may provide you a different view. Now, it's also important that we look at what makes up the parts of a business plan. First, it's important to have name, your name, the business name, the logo. This could be part of your introductory slide. You can make up the address, the telephone number, the fax, the email, and even the website. They're very, very important. And then to help businesses organize the massive document, it's important to look at the table of content. Your table of content provides readers with a quick and easy way to find particular sections of the plan. All pages of your business plan should be numbered, and the table of content should include page numbers. After you assemble your plan and your number of pages, go back to the table of content and insert the page numbers. Be sure to list headings of major or well-important subsections. This is just a general overview of an executive business plan, or looking at this next session called executive summary. Executive summary could be summarized in 1 or 2 pages. That tells the reader what are some of the most important information that the reader should be aware of about the business, opportunities, strengths, threats, and weaknesses, also known as the SWOT analysis. The executive summary is what most readers will go through first. It is not good. It may be the last thing that they read about your company. Lenders in particular read executive summaries before looking at the rest of the plan to determine whether or not that they want to learn more about your business. Other readers will also go first to your executive summary to get a snapshot of your business and to gauge the professionalism and the viability of the business prior to reading more further and getting more information. So you can see the business plan as a snapshot of what they want to learn about, what I alluded to already, and it answers a few questions, perhaps using the W's. Your goal in this section is to generate enough interest to make someone want to read further for more details. Remember that lenders and venture capitalists routinely have stacks of business plans to review. So make yours stand out by delivering a strong message right from the start. This session should also briefly basic questions for venture capitalists will ask. So for your group project, you can start by assigning tasks to each member. Maybe one member could focus on the executive summary, and you can place that in your PowerPoint slide. If the previous sections that I provided require more, or you want to provide more details, This could be the guide that you can use for that. Who's on your team? It's a very important question that a business plan should answer to help you run your e-commerce platform. What business is your company in? Apparel, animal products, sporting goods, entertainment, fashion, and so forth. Why would we invest in your product or service? Because remember, a business plan is to assist an investor or a lender or someone to get a better understanding of your business. Even if it's your own team members providing the money, there should be some element of a roadmap that is guiding the discussion. How will you achieve the potential in your business model? How is money acquired? There are different elements of how money is raised in business. Some money are raised from friends and family. Monies are raised from private equity firms. Monies are raised from hedge funds. And monies are raised from what we call venture capitalists. Or you can go the traditional way and go to a bank to be able to receive a loan. But depending on the bank's mandate or its objective, many banks do not lend to startups. The executive summary should be no more than 3 pages and should include highlights of the sections of your business plan. For this reason, it's often easier to write this section last as you've gathered all the necessary information that is required. Business description. This is the section where we have to describe the business. I will always like to use, again, in support of those questions asked in the executive summary, but to describe what the business does. What are the competitive advantage that's associated with this business? So let's go deeper. Whether you're looking for money or simply creating an internal document, you must be able to present a clear portrait of what your company does. The business description is your corporate vision and includes who are you? What will you offer? What market needs would you address? And why your business is viable, idea is viable. It should describe exactly what you'll be selling and why people or businesses would buy it. How is your product different from similar items already on the market? Compare your product to similar products in the market. Why is yours better? Again, what are some of the core competitive advantages that you will have? Too many business owners make the mistake of operating without a vision. Now we'll go back to the vision statement. This document will be a reference point to assist you in going to greater detail about those sections that is required for your PowerPoint. A situation that hinders their business ability to grow and prosper. Business owner without a vision will have a difficulty describing his or her business and will provide a long rambling description, a few stock phrases, or a collection of incomprehensible jargon when asked for one. A concise, easy to understand description of your company will not only help your business plan, but it will benefit you in a number of other day-to-day situations, from networking to making cold calls and approaching a newspaper for an interview, or typical business description section includes an overview of your industry. Remember, for this project, we are in the e-commerce business. And then there's another element that we learned about, that there's an e-business and an e-commerce. So the idea that the internet has brought up so many different types of business models, which we've already went through: affiliate marketing, drop shipping, distributor, blogging of a particular product to generate income. There are so many different types of business models that are within the e-commerce space. An overview of your industry. Begin your business description with a brief overview of the industry that you are coming into. You can use many of the elements that we've discussed so far in this course. Ultimately, you must demonstrate that you are hot or this product or service you're offering, it's good, that it can last. Industry with excellent long-term outlook. You're also setting the stage for your company's description by showing where you are and where you fit in the marketplace. Discuss both the present situation in the industry as well as future possibilities. Be sure to include any new product or any other development that will benefit or possibly hurt your business. As there are new markets and customers for your company, companies such as yours, what about your national trends or economic trends and factors that will impact your venture? Feel free to be dramatic. You can describe your industry like you're telling a story. Grab the reader's attention with a strong, exciting language that will get an interest in your industry and your business. Answering why makes a description stronger. Saying the market will grow at 25% annually may sound impressive, but what causes that rate of growth? Adding, because a growing number of baby boomers not entertained at home instead of going out makes it stand out. This is not a discussion of the competition. That information will come later in the competitive analysis portion. Instead, you are providing an overview of the industry where you and other companies will compete for ideas, for customers, and then for, most importantly, longevity. Many business plans make the mistake of basing their market observation on conjecture, meaning that guessing, making up information. Instead, you will want to research your industry and back your observation with facts, data from credible sources. Some of these data could be what we call primary data or secondary data. Be sure it's not all sources. Trade associations are an excellent source of information about trends in your industry. To find the trade association for your industry, consult a Galco's encyclopedia, business and professional associations. Some of them are available online, through public library, or any, just simply type it in the search engine. General business newspapers and magazines like the Wall Street Journal, Business Week, trade magazines, trade newspapers and magazines, those covering the specific issues about the industry. Often report industry worldwide trends as well. Don't be afraid to include negative information about your industry. Discussing the possible roadblocks of your company might face show you have a realistic view of the market. If you cite information from specific newspaper or magazine articles or research reports, you might want to include a copy of that in your business plan in the appendix. It's also equally important to look at some elements of our business. So in the document, this is an example. This is where we begin to pull apart what are some of the parts in looking at putting together these slides. So discussion of your business, mission statement. The discussion of your company should begin with the mission statement. 2 or 3 sentence description of the purpose of your business and to whom your product and services is targeted. Not being clear in your mission statement indicates that you are not clear about the purpose of your company. A well thought out, well articulated statement can help you become successful or help you demonstrate success with customers or anyone else. It will elicit additional questions and comments that will get the ball rolling with prospects. It will show that you understand your business, you're clear about the purpose, and you know who your customers are. Describe your company. Once you have a mission statement, you can then discuss a more technical aspect of your company. Remember that you're telling your company's story. So even though there are many specific areas you will need to cover, you will want to keep it lively and interesting. This session of the plan should also include the type of business you're planning to enter. Your business should fall into one of the several categories. As we did that on understanding e-commerce, we can break it down into the type of e-commerce that you want to focus on. So is your business retail, wholesale, service, manufacturing, construction, professional, import and export, which is providing a digital or internet-based approach service rather than doing a physical or traditional business? The legal structure of your business is equally important. Is the business going to be a sole proprietorship, an individual? Is it going to be a corporation, which is called a legal entity? Okay. Or is it going to be a partnership, a JV, joint venture? Or is it going to be a limited liability partner? So legal structure of your business are wide. There's no one legal structure that's best for all small businesses. Whether you're better off starting a whole or sole proprietor, choosing one of the more complicated organizational structures such as partnership, corporation, usually depends on several factors, including the size and the profitability of your business, how many people own it, what that entails liability risk not covered by insurance. Use class notes for this discussion. We can go into greater detail later on. We actually try to provide more detail in these sections. In the plan, I also asked you to create a business name. Here, you can pull some of the elements to guide you in selecting a good business name. Make your business name memorable. A creative, distinctive name will not only be entitled to a higher level of trademark protection, it will stick in the minds of your customers. Forgettable names are those of people like O'Brien Web Design, those that include geographical terms, Westside Health Foods, names that are really described about the product and service, appliance, sales, repair. Remember, you want a distinction. You want to distinguish yourself from your competitors. Your name should be appealing and easy to use. And the name should be culturally friendly, should not be derogatory, should not be offensive in any form. Take your time, look at what the name means in different languages. Now, by Googling the term and looking at different ways that it could be spelled or it could be mispronounced. Choose a name that's easy to spell and pronounce. And that is appealing to both the ear and the eye. Try to pick a catchy name that people can like to repeat. Make sure that any images or associations that invokes will suit your customer base. Avoid geographical names. Besides being easy to forget and difficult to protect under trademark law, geographical name may no longer fit for your business expense, its sales or service area. If you open Berkeley Aquarium Fish, for instance, it will be a problem if you want to expand into a store into San Francisco. Especially if you plan to sell products on the internet, you should think twice about giving the business geographical identity. Don't limit expanded product lines. Similarly, do not choose a name that might not be representative of future product and services. For instance, if you start a business selling and installing canvas, wining, and using the name Sturdy Canvas and Wining, your name might be burdened if you decide to start making other products such as canvas signs and vinyl windings. Get feedback. Before you settle on a name, get some feedback from potential customers, suppliers, and others in your support network. They may come up with downside to the potential name or suggest improvement if you haven't thought of. The business location. Choose a location of your business wisely. Now, for this particular project, remember we are doing virtually online. So the business location itself would not be a problem. But let's say, for example, in the future, you decide to provide an expansion and open up a support um, traditional site for customer service, or for those that want to physically come to your store because you become very popular. Location is extremely important. Whether you have a service, manufacturing, or retail business, selecting the location of your business will be one of the most important decisions you make. A good location can offset other errors in judgment, but a poor location will kill even the best business idea. Therefore, the reason to analyze the location of your business thoroughly is not for the business plan, but for the success of your business and the longevity of what you want to do. It's really, really important. Let's get a little bit more detail. So let's say we are looking at a particular location, and there will be some sectors that we think are not really important. This is really interesting. The important consideration that should go into the section of the corporate side for your business are traffic patterns. Can you imagine? Flow, competition, your customer profile there. Are you on the left-hand side of the road, on the right-hand side? Barriers and access on highways extension or future projects that are coming there that we might go into construction mode. These are all important research that must be done. Traffic patterns and flows. This will be the last section that I will go over. And I will provide this document to you for more further detail reading and analysis. It's extremely important to pay close attention to the traffic flow and the pattern of the flow, particularly for a retail establishment. Do not use traffic count information as a sole indicator of whether the location is a good one. It is important to look at how and when the traffic goes by. Is it flying by 60 miles per hour or stopping? Is the traffic flowing consistently during the business hours or only during rush hours? Does traffic pass by every day, Monday through Friday, or is the flow of the traffic going in the right direction? If your business needs foot traffic, are people usually walking near the location or the other end of the strip center? Are they browsing or simply darting in and out? An entrepreneur opened a donut shop on what is supposed to probably one of the busiest streets I can think of. Traffic goes by a nice flow pace, giving drivers ample time to pull off their morning donut and cup of coffee. At a first glance, it would appear that the donut shop was an ideal location. But this entrepreneur of the street, rather than going to work side, no one was going to cut across the traffic in a congested area to get donuts on the way to work and store soon closed. It is recommended that you visit the potential location several different times during the day and several times different days of the week. Sit in the parking lot and observe the traffic patterns and flows to determine if they meet the needs of your business. Yeah, I hope this was extremely helpful in so many ways. And thank you so much for this opportunity, and enjoy. And I will provide that document to you for more detail. Thank you.